Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Spartans will put total leather to crank us up. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will get the first crack at it here. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What a catch and run for 6. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Penn State! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. It looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't hang on to the ball. He got it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. The Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Paul.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
He's going to run it. And the ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Going up top on first down. On the move at the 30. Got a lot of running room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on first and 10 from inside the 40? Grabbed in the middle. It's Belly. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separated.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Makes the grab. It's Foster. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're ready to get the ball back. Go get some water and something.
Just about 30 seconds to go, and you want to score, but the last thing you need to do is give up a cheapie. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to take off. He will looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Ineligible receiver, downfield, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top. He's taking the shot. And it's caught inside the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Easy.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bulldozes his way through. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss them. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
And those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Discards a man. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback and sacked at the 12. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
29 Philly.
Back to the air one more time. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes. Offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. App State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mountaineers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. The Spartans send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, He is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come in.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
On the double.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll throw it on first down. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions when they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. On first down, here comes this offense. the handoff. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Back to throw, it's Arnold. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Sooners decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Nittany Lions offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus...
Coming out aggressively. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They're getting this guy lathered up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Soften him up with a run, now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Wide just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true threat.
Touchdown, Penn State! A great catch and run for 6.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair. They're up 14 over the Pandas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. He finds his man. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's when they'll put it in play. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And with time running out here in the 1st half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
The Sooners will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. If they can back up that late score in the 1st half with another one here in the 2nd, they can really take control of this game.
Yeah, and of course you went straight to offense, Reese. But how about the defense? If you can stop the bleeding, right? They created some momentum going into the half. Now, come out, set the tone for the 2nd half. Get the ball back to your offense. It's not always about offense, Chase.
No, let's find out just how good of a job this defensive coaching staff does with their adjustments, right? A lot of what they were trying to do in the 1st half just simply wasn't working. They were getting lit up. Maybe they can change up some looks, some personnel groupings, and do some better things here in the 2nd half.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes a connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Was to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is not ideal. 1st and goal, obviously, you take a big sack, but in this area, you create a little bit more space. Now I have more opportunity.
Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Arnold. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 8.
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Turner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this, if you're on up...
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's picked off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but a great field position for the O at the 37.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense is up.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Pressure coming. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.
today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Wolverines will kick this away, start us off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions offense will get the first swing today. There's the star running back jogging out of the field. He is trying to add to his huge highlight reel, Kirk.
Chris, honestly, I don't think we've seen too many running backs who can duplicate what this guy can do on the field. He's got everything: vision, speed, power. He can diagnose a defense in real time. I'm really excited to see this kid play.
Grab near the sticks. It's Wallace. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the one after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Bringing pressure. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. You stop at the 20, trying to make something happen, and that's good coverage there. So Michigan's offense gets their first crack now. And there comes the star running back onto the field. He is a special talent. You talk to opponents, he's always the focal point when they face this offense.
Boy, Chris, this guy is special. It's almost like he floats across the field. I mean, I don't think anyone can take him down in the open field. He's the guy that teams try to key on, but sometimes it feels as though no one can contain him.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The returner is tackled by this uncoverage team, and the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Wallace. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Lets it go quickly. He's got another man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking for his big tight end. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, this guy's listed as a tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Scanning the field. It's Orgy. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Handoff to the single back. This one ends up with safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
After giving up the safety, they have to kick it away here now. And that sets up a return. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, and he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Running out of time in the pocket. A timeout is called. Tough strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in cross territory. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's caught across the middle. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looking to throw. It's Orgy. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board. I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last possession, they came up empty. Went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. The pass rush closing in. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, they do a great job here on play action. The linebackers were completely fooled. 2 or 3 steps up into the line of scrimmage, opened up a nice lane behind the backers, between the safeties, for the quarterback to make the read and a good throw downfield.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. A chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to launch it deep again. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to begin the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To throw, it's Orgy. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Man, just a tough way to start this second half for this offense. You know, when you get together at halftime, you make all the adjustments based on what you learned from the first half. And to come out and throw an interception in the second half, they got to adjust again.
The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. 0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only was he pulled out of that, he was able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Touchdown, Penn State. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
After the PAT, the lead is 20. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return begins inside the 10. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Michigan. It was a foot race and he won it.
What a well-designed play here by this